Hey everybody, Boris from BK Forex. Welcome to the crosses section for February 19th to February 23rd, 2018. And the crosses represent kind of some interesting ideas this week because we're going to try to trade relative weakness, relative strength on the calm dollars against the majors a little bit, and also lower volatility dollar turn trades that I think could make some sense. So let me show you what I have in mind this week as possible trades. So CAD strength, euro weakness, EURCHF looking like it's kind of exhausted at the 55, 56 level with support to 55. So that's a possible trade start of the week. If you want to bet on euro weakness against, not necessarily against the dollar, but against the CAD. I think it's an interesting trade. I still like the euro trade cleanly as my first or primary trade, but this is an interesting way of maybe kind of hedging your bets on any kind of dollar weakness that may start the week. The truly interesting trade, I think, is the Kiwi yen for the turn, because of all the yen crosses, this one has been able to absorb the yen selling better than almost anybody else. So if yen comes in for buying, I got to believe this thing is going to pop for at least 79, maybe even 79.50. I'll show you on the charts what I'm talking about. And then the last idea is kind of trying to trade the Aussie CAD relative weakness, relative strength. Now, it's very clear that there's a lot of resistance at the parity level in Aussie CAD, and we're sort of midway to the point, which is why building up a short into this particular trade I think is kind of interesting, especially if you believe that CAD outperforms Aussie as the week progresses. Let's take a look at the charts here and see how things go. We can start with Aussie CAD, and you can see that, yes, while it's been rising slowly up against this move for this week, I mean, this is a notorious pair that kind of just simply makes these big moves and then suddenly makes key corrections at or near key levels. So here we corrected 99. Now we're just kind of a little bit above 99, but we clearly couldn't hold the highs here. And the potential for correction in front of the parity level is quite strong. This is one of these very slow, very methodical trades. It could take 4 or 5 days for us to move to 50 points in your direction, but shorting at these levels I think is a pretty decent trade against a potential here for us to come back down towards the 98.50s as the week develops. The other trade that is on the CAD side is the EURCHF. Sorry, oops, here we go. Is the EURCHF trade, and here you have again sort of a early signal for a turn candle, right? We have a tiny little shooting star candle here right at the highs, right as we're stretched out, and the prospect of the trade turning seems pretty good. As a matter of fact, what I would say that's kind of interesting here is the true trade that I really like here. What's the low here? 55.50 on this candle. Is that it? 55.50? Yeah. So this could be an interesting trade as a momentum entry. In other words, you sell if it crosses 55.50, because at that point it will have broken the low of this candle and would give you a pretty good idea that we would have a chance here to possibly come all the way down to maybe 54.50, 5400. So to me, this is probably a stop entry trade to confirm that this indeed is going to be a turn trade at these levels. The best trade I think that's kind of interesting, simply because it seems so benign, is if you're going to bet on a dollar turn, if you're going to bet on the yen rally, this seems to be sort of a simplest, most cautious way of doing it. Look at how well the Kiwi yen has absorbed the yen sell-off this whole week. We've basically just been able to absorb it into a 70, 80 point move versus a 300-400 point move in dollar yen itself. So as we held bid here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days with a nice big jump on Wednesday, it really suggests that any kind of a yen buying certainly brings us back up towards the 79s and possibly takes us even through this 100 SMA towards the 79.50s. So to me, the fact that we made a big stand here, higher low on the dailies, and a chance for any kind of a yen bounce, this is a easier, perhaps less stressful way of trying to trade the yen bounce than just trying to do it with dollar yen itself. That's how I see the week shaping up. I wish you guys the best luck, the best of trading. Boris, over now.